Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, April 30th, and I did straighten up a little bit. I know it doesn't look like it. I need to fold that and put it away. But, yeah, I did hang up the jackets that were sitting here for like forever and put in the coat closet. You see my purse over there? I did go out earlier, and I just came home maybe 20 minutes ago or so. For between yesterday and this morning, I've been itching to go to the bank to cash my dividend check that I got just a little bit after the stay-at-home order for Nevada. And I definitely didn't want to go then to get, to cash the check. So it sat, in the Raskoff cart, where I keep the bills, and sat there for a month and a half maybe. And I could hear my mom say, in my head, say, cash that check, cash that check. Do something with the check, Because even when she was alive and I got the dividend check, she would hound me to go put the check, cash the check, thinking there's an expiration date to do that. So I went there, and like I said before, I've been going back and forth about going, because I said no more in previous vlogs that the prices for Uber or Lyft to go anywhere are higher than normal to go like a mile and a half, which is what going to the bank is. And the bank that I usually go to is the only bank that you can actually go inside and do anything. So it wasn't even busy when I went there, but anyway, so like I said, I was going back and forth because the prices with Uber and Lyft, Uber's been a little bit more. Before I went with Uber, it was like $9.50, which is crazy. I know it doesn't cost that much before this pandemic. And with Lyft, it was maybe a buck less or so. And with Lyft now, because they don't do the ride shares, the pools, either Uber or Lyft, but with Lyft, you can save a little bit more money if you wanted to wait for your ride to come. So I think I saved, going to the bank, I saved like 70 cents. It was still a little much what I wanted to pay for. This is still like $8.32 going to the bank, but it was cheaper than $10. So I went there and cashed the check, and then I walked to, not Trader Joe's, I walked to Target. I haven't been there forever, so I looked around and I wore a mask, and, well, I didn't wear it walking because it's hot, but I wore it inside. When I got to Target, I put the mask on, and that Target is so hot. I don't know if they have the air on or not, but after a while you sweat. And wearing that mask makes it even worse. So, I found myself pulling the mask, away from my face for, a minute or so. But, I went in there thinking, oh, I can get the, milk, almond milk, creamer, bread, a little grocery. But looking around, there's hardly anything there. I mean, they had stuff, but, not a lot. And the prices for the almond milk, I didn't want to pay. The creamer was too much for me. I know it's cheap. I can get it cheaper, like at Albertsons or Winco. So I didn't really get any groceries. But the main reason why I went to Target, because I needed a Netflix gift card, because that's what I used to pay for Netflix. That's what my mom had me do, because she didn't want to put it on the credit card, which is smart. So the last one I had was a $60 one, and that one was running down. I think the last payment would have been in June. So I was hoping to get another $60 one, but all they had were $30 ones, so I just got one of those. And then I was looking for the new Oreo tiramisu cookies, and I looked down the cookie aisle, and There's hardly any cookies in the cookie aisle. I know, especially Oreos. When I went back down that aisle, they were getting ready to stock everything over there, all the Nabisco stuff. And I didn't want to wait around because it was hot in there. But I went to put the cart back and I found them in the front. So I picked one of them up. I haven't tried them yet, but can't wait. I heard mixed reviews on these, so it'd be interesting to try. And that's all I got, and I paid cash. Woo! Because normally I use the debit card, but I didn't because I really didn't get a lot. I was a good girl, though, you know, looking at the Funkos, they really didn't have anything I really wanted or needed. There was like a couple that was tempting. They had one of the troll from the movie. They had the rocker one that looked really cool, and then they had the 10-inch Funko Pop of the Kool-Aid Man, and that was so tempting, but that was as much as the gift card, so I was good and like, no. I know they usually go on clearance or whatever later down the road, so I'll wait for that. But that was my day so far. And then I came home and had lunch. I didn't, you know, pick up anything because, you know, those places are curbside now. And so, yeah. Well, I didn't really, one, it was hot, so I didn't feel like walking across the parking lot to Jersey Mike's to see if, I know they're open, but I didn't want to go there and find out that you can't go in. And I didn't want to order online because I didn't want to put anything more on my credit card for this month. So I still had tuna fish still left over for today, so that's what I had for lunch. And so, yeah. So that's it for now, and I'll see you guys later. Good evening. Today is Saturday, May 2nd, and I did a whole lot of nothing today. Well, I did balance the checkbook this morning, and I balanced, so yay. I worked on the diamond painting this morning, and I watched 2 Marvel movies, Ant-Man and Captain America Civil War. And then I watched a short movie on Amazon Prime. South by Southwest Festival got canceled this year because of what's going on. So all the documentaries and movies that were going to be shown there are on Amazon Prime, and I watched a short movie called Daddy-O, and it's starred and directed by Casey Wilson. I knew about it from listening to her podcast, and I also read about it like last month, and it's a comedy, but it dealt with real life situation for her. Her mother, I forget when her mother passed away, but it's based on that. How she was coping with it and how her father was coping with it and stuff. It's a 19-minute movie, but, you know, it was funny and sad at the same time, especially when, you know, it's almost a year since my mom passed and coming up with Mother's Day in a week or so, yeah. And I just finished watching a documentary on Netflix, and I can't think of the name, and I just finished watching it, but anyway, so that was my day. And last night I made manwich finally, and I had leftovers for tonight, and I'm gonna probably have leftovers for tomorrow. And then I think I made this Thursday. Made a cake, and there's no eggs. It's just flour, cocoa powder, baking powder, hot water, oil, sugar, and down in the microwave. I saw a YouTube video on it. It looked easy enough, and I had everything, so I made it, and it's not bad. I did have to microwave it a little bit longer than what the person in the video said, because I think of the size of the dish, and so, but it's not bad. I can tell it's almost gone. Quarantine life, but yeah. And what else? Oh, I noticed I was watching Bailey J, her vlog, and she was putting stuff on her Redbubble, and one of the items they have now, besides buttons, is face masks. So, because of what's going on, so I went on the computer, and all my designs, all my artwork that I have up there, I had enabled the mask option, and I did take away like 2 or 3 pieces. Not that any of my art was selling on there, but I took a couple of designs away. And oh, and also on Zazzle, they have matte face masks too, but I don't know how much Redbubble is. But I forget how much. I even forget how much Zazzles were, but they're not cheap, and you can't get them till like next month. Because I was gonna order one or a couple for myself, because I have money in my from selling stuff on Zazzle. I had money in there, so I was gonna order a couple, but they weren't gonna get here to June, and shipping was like crazy. So I'm like, nope. So I did that, and yeah. Other than that, nothing else going on. It's been quite boring and lonely here. So I'm going to end it here and probably edit the vlog for today. And I think yesterday I vlogged, or I forget when the last time I vlogged, but it's on the camera. So I'm going to end it here and see you guys later.